What do you call a fish with no eyes? A fish. Welcome back to Yukon LoseIt. My name's Nick, and this is my weekly weight loss video. Last time we spoke was week 22 of my weight loss, and now that was 3 weeks ago, so that makes this week 25 of my weight loss journey. When we spoke last, I weighed in at 293.2 pounds. What I weighed in today is 293.0 pounds. So I lost 0.2 pounds. Now, normally I'd be really pumped about any weight loss at all. Of course, I have, certain goals to lose a certain amount of weight every week, but that's 0.2 pounds in the last 3 weeks. I can give you guys excuse after excuse, and of course I have many of them, which I think are valid, maybe some that I don't think are valid. But overall, life happens, and like I've mentioned before, this is a marathon, not a sprint. The first 3 months of this weight loss journey, it really kind of was a sprint. And I was doing things right. I was doing things sustainably. I always talk about sustainability here. But I lost a lot of weight because of how bad my eating habits were and how sedentary I was. But then once I hit around 295 pounds, I kind of saw it taper off a little bit. And I got a little bummed about that. Again, I kept trying to tell myself, this is a marathon, not a sprint. You're still doing well. And to be honest, I am really excited the fact that I kind of have, I wouldn't say fallen off the wagon, but I've lost, it's hard for me to put this into words, but I haven't lost motivation. I've just really kind of I've wanted to test myself in how I might be in a normal world scenario. So when I finally get down to my goal weight, my whole life isn't going to be centered around my weight loss, which it has been since May. I mean, my life has literally been centered around weight loss. So these last 3 weeks, it started out with a vacation to visit a dear friend in Chicago. I knew that I was going to be on maintenance that week. We're going to go eat at some great restaurants. Of course, I wanted to try Chicago deep dish pizza. And we like to visit breweries and distilleries and such like that. So I knew I wasn't going to come home at a loss, but my goal was to come home without having gained, to have maintained. And I accomplished that. Now, the next 2 weeks after that, I still was recovering a little bit from my broken foot. I don't have that excuse anymore. I'm not going to use that anymore because it doesn't hurt me. But I wanted to kind of live my life where my life wasn't focused around weight loss. And while you're trying to lose, 150 pounds from 350 down to below 200, when you're trying to lose that much weight, and you want to see progress continually, and you don't want it to take years and years and years to get there, your life kind of has to focus around losing weight. And I wanted to see what my life would be like when it wasn't focused around losing weight. So my wife and I, kind of went on a couple new endeavors, and I'll talk a little bit about that later. But I've learned a lot over the last 2 weeks, I feel like, or last 3 weeks, with my life not centered around. Now, having lost 0.2 pounds, I feel like is a good first off, it's a good sign. Being this heavy still, I probably should have lost a little more weight, so I am going to reflect on the last 3 weeks and really narrow down what I did eat and what I could have been doing differently. The one thing that I do know, and I will give myself a little bit of credit for, is my carb intake went up a little bit and my salt intake went up a little bit. I wasn't watching those as much, so I know I'm holding water weight. And next week, I promise I will get a video out next week. I have a feeling that we're going to see a big dip, a big jump down, because I am going to watch my carb intake I'm going to watch my salt intake, and I have a feeling that I'm going to kind of lose some of that water weight really quick. So I think we are going to see a bit of a dip, but I do know that I could have been better, because when I'm down at my goal weight underneath 200 pounds, I couldn't have eaten what I did these last 3 weeks. Otherwise, I would have gained weight. I'm glad I didn't, but I would have, because again, we talk about our TDEE, our break even point. That's going to lower as I lose weight. And when I'm below 200, if I'd eaten what I ate these last 3 weeks, I probably would have gained weight. So I'm gonna kick it up a notch. I'm gonna go back to, again, I'm gonna try and not have my life focused around it, because we have other projects going, stuff that I'm really excited about. But I'm not going to put it so much in the back burner that this progress is going to be 0.2 pounds every 3 weeks. That's not acceptable for me, and I do have goals that I want to hit. One of those goals that I want to share with you guys is I have a wedding December 1st of this year, so that is less than a month away. That's 27 days away. And I want to weigh in on December 1st at, let's see here, 280 pounds. So that is 13 pounds less than I weigh now. 13 pounds in the next 27 days. So 27 days is 4 weeks, and 13 pounds in 4 weeks is a little over 3 pounds per week. I think I can do it. I think that, again, I'm going to have this big dip in the beginning as I kind of shed some water weight. So I think I can do it. The reason why 280 is such a big number for me and why I want to hit that goal is because that'll be 100 pounds lost. And I'm really excited for that. Now, with all this said, there's a little project that I've kind of been working on that has kept me away from this a little bit. As you can see, we have some, a little bit of a new background here, some new scenery. I'm going to try and work on this a little bit. It's kind of tough, but my wife and I have started streaming on Twitch. You guys can find us at twitch.com/YukonVerseBumble. I'll put the link in the description below. You guys should check it out. We're having a lot of fun streaming us playing video games and such, and it's been a blast. So we'd love to see you guys there, hang out with us a little bit, and I think it'd be really fun. But anyway, I know this video is already going long. I like to ramble a little bit, especially when I miss so many weeks of making videos. So I really appreciate you guys stopping by. It means the world to me. But anyway, just remember, we exercise to be healthy, but we eat to lose weight. I love you guys very much. I'll talk to you again soon.